This is John Poro. I'm coming from Tokyo, Japan. I want to cover a statement that John Williams made, little article about it, and how he said, "The end of the Rise of Skywalker will put you away." I guess it's kind of an old phrase for meaning you'll like it so much you're going to go to like the loony bin or something like that, where you're going to go crazy, it's going to be so good. Now, so they're going to try to hype the ending a lot. We have Kevin Smith saying something similar. He said it's going to melt your mind. So we have two pretty major players saying now that the end of Rise of Skywalker is going to be really good. But John Williams is a little different than Kevin Smith. So let's take a little walk down memory lane and just remind ourselves what John Williams said about Rey quite a while back. Let's take a look at that older article first. Okay, so this article is from Screen Rant from March 3rd in 2018. John Williams doesn't believe Rey's parents reveal in The Last Jedi. So this was covered a few times, and not only did he not believe it, he didn't really like it so much. So anytime someone says something hinting towards negative or hinting towards things that I don't like so much, it gives them a little bit more trustability. John Williams is also somebody who's probably liked the old trilogy for a very long time, so I'm going to say he's a little bit different than Kevin Smith, and he's not really out to like shill or make the Rise of Skywalker look much better than it is. Yes, he's on their side, he's all on board with the selling tickets and everything, but he's probably going to be a little more honest than someone like Kevin Smith or John Campia or maybe even John Boyega or one of the actors or something like that. Well, maybe John Boyega not the best example because he's going to get honest, but the point is more than like one of the main actors. Right, okay, here's the exact line right here. The Last Jedi's reveal that she's a nobody doesn't quite sit well with Williams, as it doesn't with many fans. So, like I said, that gives him kind of honest points in my book. Now let's get into the new article. Alright, here's the new one. Star Wars composer John Williams shares his verdict on The Rise of Skywalker. I think you'll love it. So this actually looks like January 9th, but it's actually from 2 days ago, from September 1st. Maybe 2 days ago where I am. Okay, anyway. Star Wars composer John Williams was giving his verdict on The Rise of Skywalker. Following the announcement that he'll retire after The Rise of Skywalker, the composer shared his opinion on the forthcoming and final film in the current Star Wars trilogy with fans at one of his concerts. So you can see here one of the more recent pictures of Rise of Skywalker. J.J. Abrams is directing a new film, and I agree he's doing a fantastic job, Williams can be heard saying in the clip. And I think I won't say anything about it spoiling the ending. It'll just put you all away. I think you'll love it. Kind of a short article, but now it's the second person we have saying that the Rise of Skywalker ending is gonna put me away, melt my mind. Now, here's the thing about this, and on one hand, I think, okay, should I trust these guys? Like, you know, they're only human after all. They're saying it's gonna have this incredible ending. But then I think back to The Last Jedi and how hyped I was and all these things people said, and yes, I was pretty hyped for The Last Jedi. After The Force Awakens, although I didn't like it, you know, there was a lot of questions up in the air. I was watching a lot of Star Wars Theory, Thor Skywalker, stuff like that. Just like really great videos getting me like more excited than Lucasfilms was getting me. But the point was, there was a lot of theory crafting, and there was all these incredible things that could have possibly happened with Luke and Rey and Kylo and Finn and Poe and Leia. And I was like, wow, this thing, whatever it's going to be great. And now we've got these people throwing up these theories about the Rise of Skywalker. Whether they're into it or not, there's some pretty cool theories going around, but it's like probably going to be, if you watch some Doomcock, he had this leak video where it's going to be some stupid chase for an antenna for the Death Star or something, and that's probably what it's going to be. And all these theories and this hype and this awesome stuff that's supposed to be in the movie probably just is going to be like maybe 2 scenes. I'll also remind you, in Japan, on the poster for Return of the Jedi, it said it's going to have a better twist than Empire Strikes Back. And of course it had shock value, and definitely not a bigger twist than The Empire Strikes Back. I guess they were talking about Snoke dying. That's just pretty much like a straw man getting removed for Rey to keep progressing through the story, and quite disappointing. Nothing near finding out that, you know, your hero's father is this evil son of a bitch everyone hates and fears throughout the galaxy. Totally different. So my point is, it's real hard to get excited, it's real hard to believe what anyone says, but I'll go back to this, 90% of me has doubts, but 10% of me will hold hopes that, okay, you know what, maybe what they saw was really amazing to them, and maybe the ending's great. And if you think of Game of Thrones, a bad ending really hurt the thing terribly. So in this case, imagine the opposite of Game of Thrones, where like the whole show was not so good, but the ending was great, and you're like, wow. So maybe if we have The Force Awakens and Last Jedi, if you're in the boat of thinking they're not so great, but then the ending happens to be really good, ties some things up, and maybe gives you a surprise and brings back some actual good nostalgia and shock value, who knows? Maybe. You guys let me know what you think about this in the comments. I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. Click that subscribe button if you haven't. I will see you next time. This is John Poro. I'm coming from Tokyo, Japan. Today I'm going to get into the fact that John Williams said that... What the fuck did he say? I keep forgetting shit. Take 2.